Hello, golf seekers, golfers everywhere, golfettes too. I'm told that's the female version. But here I am, March 29th, the ancient one, at the Muni putting green. And putting is half the game. You take a par 72 round, 36 are relegated to putting. Pros they'll have 26, maybe 28 putts. Amateurs might have 38. So you can just see there's a big disparity there. And so this guy is the most important club in your bag. You use it the most. The driver would be next, of course. So what I have, my friends call it a brick on a stick. A friend of mine makes this. Name is Miller, nearby. It's the best, easiest, simplest. I'm not selling them, but I just wanted to show you. So it's simple, it's easy, and you notice my grip has the UGA Bulldog. It's where my son graduated. My money's gone there. My heart is there. Georgia Bulldogs. Of course, everything is stopped, but we still have golf, thank goodness. So what I have here, this is what I call the ladder drill. There's two areas of putting, distance and direction. So what do you think is most important in putting? Well, between distance and direction, it's distance. I won't miss that 30-foot hole up there by more than 2 feet right or left, unless it's a big sloping green. But I can easily be 6 feet fast or 5 feet short, and then I'm looking at a 3-putt city. So 3 putts are not good. 2 putts is what we work for. We get a 1 putt, that's a bonus, generally a birdie. So setup is really key. Now, there's a zillion ways to putt. This is just my opinion, my personal observation. Most putts have a flat edge. So you can use the overlap, reverse overlap like this. And the key for me is I want to be very gentle, very soft, very tension-free. So these are the touchy-feely part of the fingers and hands. They're very tactile. So it makes sense to have the club just barely on there and let it drop, and so you're not strangling, in other words. So just to reiterate, my setup, of course the grip that's the only attachment we have with the club is our hands. So these can do a lot of things. They're twitchy. So we want to be contained. Now, if I want power, I want leverage. So I want to be here, but I don't want power here. I just want a little shoulder rock, rockabye baby. So I let my elbows, this is Paul Runyon, a little poison. That's the way he putted. But you see my body's not moving, and you look down this way, my arms are just hanging. My arms weigh 12 pounds apiece. I didn't take it off and measured. Club only weighs about 13 ounces. So it's just a rockabye baby. Pendulum is that's the most, if you have a pendulum, that's the most precise and the most exact. So we're not looking for power here, we're looking for consistency, accuracy, And feel is so important in putting. I'm a top level pool player, and I want to have really nice distance control, where I can control my rock. My cue ball will come back exactly where I want to be for my next shot. Somebody said, you always have easy shots. How come I'm so, well, try to leave him bad if I miss. It's just cue ball control, course management, table management. Golf, you do the same thing, but you don't have somebody that's going to make the next shot. You got to do it. So getting on the green, and pros only hit 11.8% of greens in regulation. Amateurs are less than 5 greens in regulation. So they got to get up and down. Chipping, get it up close, and if you can get it within 3 feet, that's a 3-foot putt right there. I'm going to attempt to make that for you. Now Phil Mickelson, he has a putting green at home, and he sets up 100 balls at 3 foot. Well, anybody should be able to make a 3 foot. Well, he wants to make all 100. If he doesn't, he starts back again. So if it's 58, he misses, he goes back to 1, and he won't come in the house for dinner until he's sunk all 100 in a row. Well, that's discipline. A lot of work, but we should do more practice on the putting green. We go out and hammer balls, and that's necessary, of course, but this is like chess. My son's an internationally rated chess player. You have the opening gambit, which of course is the driver, and the driver, you have a football-sized field, about 52 yards wide generally. You just want to get it out there in the short grass, reasonable distance, so you don't have to be precise with the driver. But as you get closer to the green, certainly in 100 yards, the dispersion pattern narrows. So then when we get 100 yards, we want to be certainly on the green, and within 10 feet would be great, because then there's a good expectation of making the putt. But should make virtually all the 3 foot, and you get up to 6 foot, then it goes down dramatically. Of course, 9 feet, even more, maybe 30 some percent, and get to 30 feet, which is what we're looking at here. If you make 1 in 30, you're doing great. So in the pros, and there's a lot of vagaries in the surface too. This isn't the best surface grass right now. It'll get better as the warm weather comes on. But I'm going to putt a short one, the 3 foot, which you should practice a lot. And then I'll do my ladder drill. How you doing? And then there's also the clock drill. But once I set up, I don't take a lot of time. And what we want is extension through the ball. So put something like this. I set the club like a T-square. Now I'm very careful how I arrange my body. So I want to get putting is a right hand, just like pool. So I want to get this set very careful. And I want to be, now I put this in here just to give a little guidance. I don't grasp it. So it's distinct, that's just my style. You can have different styles, whatever works for you. So now I'm just brushing a paintbrush move. So I'm loaded here on the right side, and I want to go back very gently. Look at that. That was so bad. I did that just to show what not to do. Okay. So it's hard to talk. So I get back. I didn't go through my whole routine. Okay. Set the club, set the body. My body's a machine, the club's a tool. So I load in here, get a little feel. Now that was a good stroke. I followed right in the hole. So do as I say, don't do as I do. Just use that all the time. Cheers. Stay safe, stay healthy. Later.